Hey guys, Mr. G, Mr. Wells. So here we have Unit 10, Day 3, and what we're doing now is we're taking this unit on functions and we're actually going to try to apply them to real-world situations. And one of the real-world situations that you'll see more than likely is gasoline prices. So here we have a graph in which the y-axis is represented by the cost in dollars of how much it is per gallon of gas. So what we first need to find out is what the rate of change is. And if you can remember from previous units, the rate of change, the formula is change in y over change in x. And that doesn't change. We're still going to use that same concept. So my change in y, so I'm going to pick these 2 points right here. And I like to do this x and y, and just like previously, we're just going to plug it in and solve. So let's see, my y values, I'm going to go from 6 minus 3, and going with the same way, 2 minus 1. So we're going to have 3 over 1. Alright, so my rate of change is 3. But what does that mean? 3 over 1, what does that mean? So that's step 2. We're saying, what's this representing? And what it looks like we're comparing is like I said, with the y value, it's our cost. And rule of thumb is whenever we're dealing with money, it usually goes on top. So it's really $3 per 1 what? Well, per 1 gallon. So for every 1 gallon of gas, it's going to cost me $3. So the way I would interpret it is, I mean, you could just write down $3 per 1 gallon. And that will make sense to us.
Alright, number 4. Number 4 is the Donald's download question. It says that Donald's downloads charges a set fee of $15. So there's a set fee for his website that charges these downloads, $15. Plus, he's charging 10 cents per song or per download. Ricky's rap music site uses this equation to charge for their downloads. The question is, if you wanted to download 60 songs, which site would be cheaper? Well, the first thing we should do is get an equation for each site. So I'm going to look at Donald's site first, and I'm going to write down the equation for Donald's site. Well, Donald is charging a set fee of $15, and he's charging 10 cents per song. So that tells me it's 10 cents per x, because songs would be the x value here. And that's going to be the rate of change, because it's changing for 10 cents for every song. And then 15 would be the initial value, because the starting point, he's charging $15 to start up his cost. So his equation is going to be y equals 0.10x plus 15. It's the equation of a line. Y equals mx plus b form. And then the other guys, Ricky's Rad Music site, they gave us the equation for that one. They're telling us his equation is y equals 0.25x. And what that means is that's 25 cents per 1 song. And there's no plus 15 over here. There's no set fee for his site. So he's just charging per download instead of charging an upfront fee. Our goal here is to see which site is cheaper for 60 songs. So I'm going to plug in 60 for my x, because x, like I said, is my value for how many songs there are. And we're going to do some math here. So y equals 10 cents times those 60 songs is going to be $6 plus the $15 fee. So Donald's site is charging $21 for 60 songs. Ricky's site is 0.25 times those 60 songs. And even though he's charging 25 cents per song, if we did the math here, that comes out to be $15. And since there's no setup fee, Ricky's site is actually cheaper, even though he was charging more per song. Another way we can look at this is, after how many downloads will the cost be the same? So when will it not really matter which site you choose? It's only going to happen once. We'll find one answer. So what I'm going to do is same means equal to. I'm going to set both of these equations, Donald's equation and Ricky's equation, equal to each other. It's kind of like back to Unit 7 when we did systems of equations using substitution. We set two things equaling the same thing equal to each other. So this is kind of review from a while ago. So we're going to do the exact same thing here. We're going to subtract 10 cents x on both sides. It's going to give us 15 equals 15 cents X, and if I divide this out by 0.15, I find X to be 100, which means after 100 downloads, these sites will cost the exact same price. But then as we start downloading more than 100 songs, which site will end up being cheaper? Donald's downloads will be, because it's going to be 10 cents per song after that, while Ricky's is 25 cents per song after that, and clearly that's 15 cents cheaper per song.